choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an offseason where Kirk Cousins was coming back from an Achilles injury, he thought that was going to be his biggest challenge. Instead, the Falcons drafted Michael Penix out of Washington in the first round. And while that was a jolt, Kirk Cousins has a great ability to just shake things off, move forward, and let his talents come through.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Cousins on first down. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll throw again. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry for Najee Harris.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Wilson to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On the delay, here's Harris.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A first down throw for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Cousins to throw it.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To throw, Cousins. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Cousins again.
That's complete to Mooney.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Cousins.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The Atlanta offense out. There for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Cousins now. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Play fake. Cousins.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Cousins. And a dump off here to Robinson. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down. Now Cousins. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Wilson on first down.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now Wilson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Back to throw again.
That's caught by Warner, the tight end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now back to throw. He finds Robinson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 80 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Wilson.
That swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Open man there is Darnell Washington. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Here's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Wilson. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And he's going to go down again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good. But they feel better about themselves. Now, they feel exponentially worse.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down, Wilson. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Cousins.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
4th down, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And that one, all tied. It was the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. McLeod to return it. Stays on his feet. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possessions of the second half. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 94 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Pass caught here by Osborne. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cousins to throw it.
Looking deep here for Mooney. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
Now Cousins. Steps away to his left. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A give left side to Robinson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Cousins.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw, Cousins.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Now Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now it's Wilson. They'll find Osborne here.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Back to throw. Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
This is Harris.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Wilson.
Completes this one to Pickens. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Back to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
To throw is Cousins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Play fake. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Algier will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and run for it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On the handoff, McClellan. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Algier now up the middle and down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with Algier. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On the ground, here's McClellan. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw. Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Here's Algier again on second down. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Algier with another carry. Breaks a tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Now a handoff to Algier. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A run. It's McClellan. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On the give, it's Algier. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A
defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now Wilson, a short one there to Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Cousins here to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games. So
now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked down the numbers. There he goes.
He's still on his feet.
And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Atlanta, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
First play, here's Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Very nice run there. And when you think of the term complete back, Bijan Robinson is one of the first guys that comes to mind. He's coming off an impressive rookie season, but the scary part for NFL defenses, he's just scratching the surface.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 4, this is second down and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kirk Cousins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 69 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Taken down at the 30. You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Hurts to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
Cousins. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Cousins now.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Cousins throw into the hands of Pitts here.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.